Welcome back to Voice Within. Today's video is a little different. It's not about noise or success or doing more. It's about something far quieter and far more powerful: silence. We live in a world that never stops talking. Notifications, opinions, comparisons, everything pulling for our attention. But in that endless noise, we forget something sacred: the voice within us that only speaks when the world goes quiet. In this video, we'll explore the power of silence, how stillness can heal your mind, reset your emotions, and reconnect you to who you truly are. So take a deep breath, find a calm space, and let's begin. Part 1. The noise we live in. Sometimes I wonder when silence became uncomfortable. We fill every quiet moment with something: scrolling, talking, watching, worrying. We fear being alone with our thoughts, as if silence will expose what we've been avoiding. But the truth is, the noise outside is often just a reflection of the noise inside: the constant overthinking, the doubts, the what-ifs, the replaying of moments we can't change. We've grown so used to chaos that peace feels foreign. Yet, silence is not emptiness. It's not the absence of sound. It's the presence of awareness, the space where truth begins to speak. When the world is loud, silence feels like a rebellion. But it's in that rebellion that we start to hear ourselves again.
Part 2. Silence as a mirror. Silence doesn't just calm you, it reveals you. When the noise fades, you begin to notice what's been buried, the emotions you avoided, the truths you've ignored, the dreams you silenced. It's not always peaceful at first. Sometimes silence brings discomfort, because suddenly there's nowhere to hide. But that's where growth begins, in the uncomfortable honesty of stillness. Think of silence like a mirror. It doesn't judge, it just reflects. It shows you what's real, both the beauty and the pain. And when you stay long enough, it starts to heal what words could never touch. In silence, your heart speaks in whispers. It tells you what truly matters. It reminds you who you are, beyond titles, beyond achievements, beyond noise. Part 3. The healing frequency of stillness. There's a healing power in stillness that can't be explained, only felt. Have you ever sat by the ocean or looked at the stars and felt something inside you unclench? That's the medicine of silence. It slows down the world long enough for your soul to catch up. In silence, your mind reorganizes itself. Your thoughts become lighter. Your breath deepens. Your anxiety softens. You stop reacting and start observing. And in that observation, wisdom is born. The greatest insights often arrive in quiet moments, not when we're speaking, but when we're listening. That's why silence is not just peace, it's power. Because it gives you clarity, and clarity leads to transformation. Part 4. The world doesn't reward silence, but your soul does. The truth is, silence isn't celebrated. Society praises those who speak loud, post often, and stay visible. But sometimes the most powerful move you can make is no move at all. You don't always have to respond. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to prove your worth through noise. Because real confidence is quiet. It doesn't need to shout. It simply exists. When you learn to sit in silence, you discover that peace doesn't need permission. It's already within you, waiting to be remembered.
Part 5. What Silence Teaches Us. Silence teaches patience. It teaches you that not every emotion needs an immediate reaction, that sometimes doing nothing is doing something. It's allowing the truth to unfold naturally. Silence teaches listening, not just to others, but to life itself. You begin to notice the rhythm of things, the way your breath syncs with your thoughts, the way peace grows when you stop chasing it. Silence teaches acceptance, to sit with uncertainty, to feel pain without escaping it, to trust that healing takes time. And most beautifully, silence teaches gratitude. Because when the noise fades, you start to see how much beauty was always around you, in simple things, in small moments, in still hearts.
Part 6. Learning to be still again. Learning silence is like learning a forgotten language. At first, it feels strange. Your mind resists. But slowly, it becomes familiar, a home you didn't realize you missed. Start with small moments. A morning without music, just your breath. A walk without your phone, just the sound of the wind. A night without screens, just your thoughts and stillness. These moments are not wasted time. They're sacred pauses. They reconnect you with the present, the only place life truly exists. Over time, you'll realize silence doesn't make you lonely. It makes you whole. Part 7. Silence and Strength. There's a strength that only silence can build, a kind of grounded power that noise can never teach. Because when you're silent, you're not reacting from emotion, you're responding from understanding. In silence, you stop needing validation. You start choosing peace over drama. You begin to protect your energy, not out of fear, but out of respect for your inner world. And that's when silence becomes your superpower, not an escape, but a tool, a way to move through life with calm, focus, and wisdom.
Part 8. When Silence Speaks Loudest. Sometimes silence is louder than words. It says, I'm at peace. It says, I don't need to prove myself. It says, I've learned to let go. When you walk away from noise, arguments, negativity, comparison, that silence becomes a declaration. You're telling the world that your peace matters more than being right. And that is one of the most powerful statements a person can make. Part 9. The connection between silence and self-discovery. When you spend time in silence, you begin to discover your inner landscape, your true thoughts, desires, and fears. You realize how much of your life has been influenced by outside voices, by what others think, expect, or want. Silence helps you separate your voice from their voices. It brings you home to yourself. It's in the quiet moments that the deepest clarity comes about who you are, what you want, and what really matters. Because when you stop listening to the world, you finally start hearing your soul.
Part 10. Closing Reflections. Silence isn't just the absence of sound, it's the presence of truth. It's the pause between your thoughts where wisdom breathes. It's the sacred space where healing happens. The world may never reward your silence, but your heart will. Because in that quiet, you'll find everything you've been searching for: peace, clarity, strength, and connection. So the next time life feels loud, don't rush to fill the silence. Instead, listen. Because sometimes the most powerful words you'll ever hear are the ones that echo inside when everything else goes quiet. Thank you for watching Voice Within. If this video spoke to your heart, take a moment to sit in silence after it ends. Let the message settle inside you. And remember, You don't always need noise to be heard. Sometimes, your quietest moments say the most. Stay calm, stay kind, and keep listening to the voice within.